And welcome back. It is Monday, so of course Dr. Bentley is here. And part of this segment is it's called Ask the Vet. People call in, and I ask the questions for you, for them to you. Here's my first question that I'm asking is Halloween's right around the corner.
Yes.
For those who are new pet owners, what do they need to know about the obvious of the candy intake, but also all the noise that happens?
Right. Well, first of all, milk chocolate, it's not horrendously poisonous. Some people have heard that, if you feed the dog an M&M, it's going to die. Well, actually, it really doesn't. The milk chocolate is not as bad as the dark chocolate is worse. It can cause heart arrhythmias is what the problem is. And then the final one is the baker's chocolate. Doesn't have any sweetening and it's very concentrated. That one is very poisonous. So if you're making your own chocolate, do not let the dog have any of that. The dark chocolate will make them sick and can cause a lot of problems if they eat a ton of it. Mm-hmm. The milk chocolate generally, unless they've gotten into the trick-or-treat bowl and eaten all of it, is generally not a big problem, just made a major mess for you to pick up later.
Say no more. It is lunch hour.
And as far as the noise goes, yes, that is a big problem. If your dog has a tendency towards seizures, if you know your dog has epilepsy or something similar, then a lot of this agitation, this is what causes or incites the seizure. So if you've got a dog that is constantly having problems, getting too anxious, and possibly even having seizures, then you definitely need to insulate them away from Halloween time. That is a big holiday seasons of any type, but especially Halloween where people are bing-bonging on the doorbell constantly is a great, big, huge stress on the dog.
Okay, so you have a couple weeks, about 2 weeks until Halloween, so now you know what to do when it comes to your pets. Dogs more so than cats?
Yes, cats rarely have a big problem with that. They generally just disappear into their little pocket black hole they carry around with them, and you can't find them. So, they just go away. Yeah, they're pretty amazing, really.
Okay, well, let me get to the question that Albert has for you, Dr. Bentley, and here's what it says. Why do female dogs, after having puppies, become so aggressive toward male dogs?
Part of it could be that the male dogs are attempting to mate with the female because she might be still putting out pheromones that signal that she's in heat. And if this is the case, she's simply warding them off. That's just natural dog behavior. The other part of it is that typically male dogs consider newborn puppies a threat to their social life. Sort of like, us and kids once in a while.
Just gonna say.
But hopefully we don't eat our own children, and the male dogs can. So that is, they'll kill the puppies or eat them. So that's one of the reasons they're protecting their puppies.
Now, when mommies have, babies, there's a certain amount of time that they need to not try to do that again. So
Yes.
Is that the same for dogs? Do they need to have a certain amount of weeks where they need to kind of be away from everyone so they can work on raising these new puppies?
Typically, what happens is once the dog starts to produce milk, the hormones that enable it to produce the milk suppress the heat cycle. So it's very unusual for a dog to go into heat while it's nursing puppies. And there are exceptions to that rule, but that's far and wide the general rule. Cats, totally not. They can have another litter while they're nursing kittens just fine. In fact, they can have a litter that is a mix of two different males. So they are born to breed. Boy, I tell you, they're amazing.
I'm trying to keep my language as PG as possible right now, but I am just in shock. While I have you here, let's talk about the importance of keeping up with medications and the cycles when it comes to keeping dogs healthy and cats healthy too.
I'm sorry.
Let's talk about the importance of staying on track when it comes to keeping up with medical records and tests and shots.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Stuff.
What we recommend is that once your dog gets a little older, past 7 or 8 years old, it's a good idea to get a baseline while it's healthy. Get a baseline on its blood work. Because if you get sick later, we don't really know how long that problem's been going on. And if we have a baseline to follow and say, well, here a year ago, we didn't have any of these problems and now we do, then we can start to sort out what kind of problem we have. A lot of dog problems in older age especially are chronic problems, and it really helps us enormously in how we treat them if we know how long this has been a problem. Also, as far as the meds go, it's very important here in Mobile. That you continue to use heartworm prevention of some sort the year round. We have mosquitoes all year round. We need to keep them on the prevention.
And when in doubt, call your vet. Dr. Bentley, thank you so much for coming on every Monday. Ask him the question next week and we'll take it from there. We have the music playing, so that means we have break time, and then we'll be back with more after this.